Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So just to summarize the last surah really quickly, Surah Al-Hadid, ayat 25, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala referred to Hadid, which is iron, and He says, ayat 25, Allah says, لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا رُسُلَنَا بِالْبَيِّنَاتِ, we have sent our prophets with clear signs and clear revelation. وَأَنزَلْنَا مَعَهُمُ الْكِتَابِ, we sent down with them the book and the mizan, or the scale, so that man will stand in truth. And we sent down the iron. So Allah mentions iron, and it indicates that He sent it down from the heavens, just as He sent it down. He sent down the revelation from the heavens, and He mentions how the truth will be established through revelation and through power and authority. Excuse me, and how these two go hand in hand. That the power of truth and the power of authority of military power, how they go hand in hand. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the truth to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He brought in his legislation the truth, and just as he brought the sword, and the reality that Islam and truth and justice has truth. No truth has ever spread without the word and the sword, and the word in its proper place and the sword in its proper place. The word for those who listen, and the sword for those who fight against you and try to stop the call to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the call to the prophets. Every prophet, like Dawood alayhi salam and Sulaiman alayhi salam, were kings of spreading the truth and defensively and offensively. And all the prophets from the past, they stood in the face of tyranny, calling mankind to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this surah is a surah indicating the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the power of His message. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this surah mentions His authority, how He is the Lord He created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and He rose above His throne, and in a manner which befits His majesty, which has no deficiency or resemblance to creation in it, and how He sent down the light, and He encourages us to spend in His way, spreading Islam, and how He praised those who fought with the Prophet in the beginning, and how they are superior to those who accepted Islam after the conquest of Mecca, and each one He has promised goodness. Then He describes the last day and how the believers will receive their light, and they will move towards paradise with the light that Allah gave them, and how the hypocrites will call them, and they will have darkness, and they would not be able. They would try to borrow from the lights of the believer, and they will be said, "Go back and get your light," and there will be a barrier between them. So this is an indication that those who truly believe in Allah and His messenger, they will have their light, and those who were hiding disbelief and just using Islam and for protection, and their loyalty was for the disbelievers, then they will not have their light Yawm al-Qiyamah. Then Allah mentions, is it not time for the believers for their hearts to be humbled to the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and not their hearts not be hardened like those who were given the book before them. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encourages spending and giving sadaqah, and He explains to us the reality of the dunya, and how the fleeting nature of the dunya. Then he encourages us to hasten to paradise, which its width is that of the heavens and earth, and encourages us to make istighfar. And He explains to us that everything that has befallen us is written, was already written, and that is so that we will not become arrogant, nor overcome by grief. Everything is written in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then He explains how He sent down the iron in ayah 25, and that the truth is to join between spirituality and military power, and physical strength. And then He indicates how monkhood and renouncing uh, uh, um, or monasticism and renouncing the worldly life was something, it was an innovation and not from the path of the previous prophets, and that many of these people who took this path, they are people of sin. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after this reminds us that that there's no monopoly on his truth, and that he's told us all these things so the people of the book will not think that they have monopolized Allah's truth. Alhamdulillah, this is the end of the 27th juz. Alhamdulillah, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.